YouTube, YouTube. What's going on bright and early on a Sunday morning? It's a lot of people in panic mode. We got to talk about it. What up, Compton? Jimmy Smith, Chris Moody, Waymaker. What up? Sam, I am. Appreciate it, bro. Am I catfishing? Catfishing. Clickbait. I don't do too much clickbait. No, it ain't it ain't catfish or clickbait. Cause I put a question mark. That changed the whole thing. What up, preacher? DJ 904. What up? Man, everybody in panic mode, man. I told you it was coming. Said this a long time ago. It was coming. But this ain't, like I said, this ain't, I say the trucking industry, man, it ain't for the weak. Because times like this, people so quick to get into something and get out. Oh, it ain't going well. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here before it's too late. But one thing y'all got to know, man, with any business in general, you go through stuff. Whether it's food, like if you're in what do you call it? If you're in like the food business or whatever, they deal with their prices. They deal with their issues too. With prices of food goes up, and they got to draw back a little bit. I mean, it's the same thing in the trucking industry, man. It's that the thing about it right now. What's going on? It's not like COVID. It's not like pandemic rates. This is actually kind of only differences I see is the rates for produce, which on the reefer side is not where it needs to be. And then you're also battling the fuel prices. So, what up, Virgil? Mr. Juneteenth. I don't know what you talking about, man. You're gonna get a lot of people talking. I have no idea what you're talking about, bro. We don't steal money. 702 Trucker, what up? Jimmy Smith. Oops, I hope it gets worse. I want to see a lot of your favorite fall face. Damn. Put a name on it or it ain't happening. Yeah, so you're gonna get these kind of things going on with the rates. People gonna, bought all this equipment, gotta get out, and they're gonna make their move on it. I mean, but at the end of the day, man, when you get in this trucking industry, man, you gotta stay strong and keep it moving. The rates ain't where they need to be at. Fuel prices, they're gonna do what they're gonna do. That's something that's supposed to be factored in anyways when starting a business. You gotta adjust and adapt. Definitely when the rates was up, you was definitely supposed to be saving, definitely putting money away, to withstand a long period of time of something like this. I'm not sure how long this is going to last. Like I said, it ain't the best rates on the reefer side. Driving is definitely getting killed. Flatbed's on the up. So flatbed been kind of here and there for a while though. So flatbed guys are doing real well as I see. Still not the best. They're doing very well. But only thing you can do is, man, is stand strong, keep on networking, and keep it moving, man. Build those contacts. You know, I saw in the community section. I posted a couple little runs I did myself. Usually I don't come out, but if it's something that's worth me coming out, I'll come out and do it. So I ran like twice. I think I ran about twice this week. Yeah, twice this week. And that was it. Gotta make sense. Sometimes things gotta make sense. But I don't want to say all the time it's the brokers, but I do want to say most of the time it is. But y'all got to factor in the shippers too, because I dealt with the shippers plenty of times on the broker side trying to get a fair rate to move a product, and they would not budge. They'll be like, the same way that a broker says, oh, well, another carrier would do it. It's the same thing a shipper would say, or another broker would do it cheaper, So that's how it is on the broker side too. Sometimes a shipper I might reach out to a shipper, and if it's something that I know that I can't move with another carrier, I know I might be able to move it with the drivers I have, but just in case, if I can't move it with another carrier, I might not mess with that deal, And shippers give spot freight too. So you might try to get some freight from a shipper, but it's not a consistent lane. It's like all right, well, we got this lane right here for Monday, and then be like, all right, well, we won't get this again till another 2-3 weeks or something like that. So sometimes shippers give spot freight too. But you don't know what's going on the back end, because you don't know if they got some consistent freight or they're just holding out because that's what they got left. You understand what I'm saying? So let me see what y'all talking about. Mumbo jumbo. What's good, Jaquan? Team 48, what up? Eddie, what up? We are in World War III open project. Yeah, I'm not gonna get into all the war thing, man. That's a lot of hearsay. A lot of people don't know what's really going on out there, man. All they hear about what's being talked about, but we got to focus on what's going on right now with what we got going on. You see what I'm saying? What can we do to change the situation? We can't worry about what's going on in somebody else's country, because what can we do? You know what I'm saying? What can we do? We don't even know if that's the honest truth, to be honest. Pulling from the same broker shipping for over a year, and they had no problem with me increasing my rates to cover the cost of fuel. Yeah, I still got my customer or whatever, and still pulling the same rate. That's ready to take off too. Do your one guy still have broker training classes? Who we talking about? What's his name? I ain't even heard from that guy. You talking about the dude that got a YouTube channel? I don't even talk to that dude no more. I don't know what happened to him. He deleted videos and came back with talking about some weird stuff. I don't know. I ain't even heard from that guy almost like what, 7, 8 months or something, 9 months. I have no idea. I wouldn't even direct y'all to him because I don't even have conversations with him. From the broker aspect, well, me on my broker side, I've been kind of chilling until it just doesn't make sense for me to get some of the stuff I've been seeing from the shippers. So I haven't been really getting no contracts or trying to, just because of what some of these shippers have been doing. So next week, starting Monday though, I plan to go ahead and pull out some of these BOLs and start making some contacts from different areas where I live at to see what's going on in the area for reefer. and see what I can do. I know Leak reached out and tried to get some network going on, and maybe we can get some contracts, and maybe we can, broker some of this freight out to some of you carriers or on operators. I got to talk to him more about that later on today about that and see what he want to do. Like, I'm not against none of that, I'm with all that. You talking about the white guy? Yeah, I don't know. I haven't, like I said, I haven't talked to him in a while, so I wouldn't even tell y'all to go to him. And I don't even have conversations with the dude. I don't know what he got going on. He just disappeared on YouTube and started taking videos down and started uploading other stuff. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't even follow him no more. Yeah, the guy from Maine. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea, man. But I know he's still on YouTube though. He's still on YouTube, but I just don't know. I just don't interact with him. I haven't talked to him in like 8-9 months. Man, this dude gotta get out of here, bro. You doing too much, bro. Like, it's too early. It is Sunday too, man. You doing way too much, bro. Yeah, you gotta get out of here, man. We ain't on that, bro. Like, you doing way too much. But yeah, freight stage. I don't know. Yeah, like I said, I don't know. I ain't talked to him, but that's, if y'all find him on, I know he's on YouTube. Look him up or whatever. Look him up. He's still on YouTube. I just don't. Yeah, I just don't have interactions with him. Yeah, sometimes it is better to park it, especially you guys that's if you're making payments on the truck. Even if you're making like $2,500, if you're paying $2,500 a month on a truck, it's probably better for you to just park the truck. Fuel is so high, right? I'm right here across the street right now at the Wawa's. Diesel prices are $5.55. I was in North Carolina this week. They at $5.95. I know they got to be at $6 by now. But the thing is, even when I put 60 gallons in my tank, it was like $400 something. So I'm like, yo, that's crazy, yo. So it's like, yo, you might as well. It's almost like you be better off just taking the hit and just park your truck, because it doesn't make any sense. That's why I said I only come out if it makes sense. Like I'm talking about. I ain't even talking about loaded miles, just loaded miles, or just loaded miles. I'm talking about all miles. All miles, period. So sometimes it does make sense to park the truck. If it makes sense, it makes sense. If you can withstand and make those payments or whatever, you got some money saved and you can make those payments, and do it. Like I said, I got my truck. My truck barely runs, but I still got the other business, that the Turo. And I need to talk about Turo a little bit more too, because I just put my Turo. I just put my truck back on Turo like last week, and it started booming. People start clicking on it. I'm ready to go get it washed up and cleaned out a little bit, and ready to give it to another person that booked the Jeep. But yeah, definitely if you got an extra car, get into Turo right now. You make some extra cash, because right now what's going on, everybody is traveling. And what everybody's doing while they're traveling, they need vehicles. They're not trying to go to Enterprise or Hertz, because you're gonna get killed over there. And Turo is like literally like the best thing to go about when getting a vehicle. But definitely get into it. I'll do a video. That's a separate video. I'll do more about Turo and talk about that, how it works, and break it down a little bit better for you guys that might be interested in something like that. Because a lot of people have been asking about it. So I'll do that another video. Maybe go live or something like that and talk about it, and try to help you guys venture into something else other than just putting all your eggs into trucking, man. There's other things out here you can do that's not going to cost you that much money. Literally, like, you can literally get some off credit, and and get the vehicle and make money with it, and pretty much, if your payment's not high, pretty much the people that book your vehicle is pretty much paying for your monthly payments plus whatever left is just profit. You see what I'm saying? But I'll talk about another video. I ain't gonna get too much deep into that. I'll talk about tour on a different video. But anyways, back to this trucking and fuel and parking your truck might make sense, do that. And if it makes sense, it makes sense. But don't go out here and start just running around and trying to you know, try to make profit and it's not making any sense. That's what's going on right now too. And besides the brokers and the shippers, it's also new business owners or new trucking new owner operators out here just running around, just booking whatever, because they got this crazy truck note or they got these crazy expenses, and they went out here and did all this, spend all their money up on buying equipment. Now they gotta pay that stuff. And what's happening is they out here running around, and most of the money is going to fuel and expenses. So there's no money left for profit. So I don't know. That's why I say, man, you got to keep that overhead low. Like I said, I've been through this already. I seen when on the reefer side, rates was 80 cents, 95 cents a mile. We not there. We not even close to there. I think the average on reefer is probably about 250, 250 a mile, somewhere around there, like 240, 250, something like that. That's the average was paying a reefer. We was getting like $5, $6 a mile plus at one point a couple months back. But now the average about 250. Drive-ins hitting like 230, 225, and it's going down week by week. Because I still study the load boards. So every day, I might not even be getting on the truck, but I'll pull up the app, I'll pull up the DAT and look at the load board and see what's going on. I start paying attention to what's going on in these different states in my sector on the East Coast. So I still pay attention to Florida, and I still pay attention, what's coming out of Florida, what's going in Florida, so we can work on some different avenues. But other than that, I don't look at any other states besides the Florida, Georgia, Carolinas, VA, Maryland, and PA. Those probably the states I only look at. And that's what my main focus is. 569 Mount Pop NC. Yeah. I was looking at because I was in North Carolina and I saw I had to stop at Love's right quick. And I saw the fuel and it was at $5.95 out there when I was out there in Reedsville. It was like $5.95 or something. Like, yo, that's crazy. You know how Love's do it, got the cash price and the debit price or whatever it is. But the debit price, the card price was like $5.95. I was like, yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. But you already know how I do. I don't even fill up in nobody else's state. I fill up in my state because I know where to fill up at. And if I run out of fuel in somebody else's state, that means I know I went too far. That's just how I do it. If I got to fill up in somebody else's state, I went too far. I'm doing too much. That's how I see it. So I fill up my state and I go pick up something, bring it back. That's it. What's up, Hot Shot? You got to go where produce is being harvested. Florida and Georgia. Like I said, we was running around PA, Maryland, but the race is starting to get real funny out there too. Some of the guys looking to go down to Florida. I mean, I just make suggestions. At me having owner operators, y'all the ones that's gonna, if y'all want to go down there, go down there. I know around this time, me personally, when I was running, when the pandemic hit, I got a video of me doing it. I think it's called chasing the miles or something like that, and I got the thumbnails me in Florida when the rates was like I said, 90 cents a mile on the reefer side was like 90 cents, but I was getting way over that. I think it was like, I don't know, it was like $1.75, $2, $2.10 or something like that, somewhere around there. But I was talking about chasing the miles and stuff. Man, I was going back and forth to Florida because, even though I wasn't getting the rates I used to get, but it made sense for me to go back and forth to Florida at the time, because it helped me cover my expenses, and I made profit to pay my bills or whatever. So that's why I say, man, sometimes you got to chase the miles. I know everybody want to be owner operators, they want to be home every day, but you got to come to realization. If you think like that at a time like this and try to be home every day, more than likely you're gonna fail. More than likely you're gonna fail. Sometimes you got to go out there, be out there for that week, or maybe a week or a little bit over the weekend, and bring it home. You got to chase the miles a little bit. Everything ain't going to bring you back home, and so you can be home every day. But I see that's what everybody wants. Everybody wants to be home every day, and I don't know, uh, where that came from, because I know back when 2018, 2019, when I was out there actually running for real, that was nobody's mindset. Nobody was talking about being home every day. Everybody was out here hustling, trying to get it, and figure out the next step. Because back then, a lot of people was afraid to get their authorities, but now it's like everybody want to get their authority. And that's another thing. This is the wrong time to be getting your authority. I don't know. Like, some people out here just doing whatever, but I'm just saying, that's me personally. If you're looking to get the authority, this is not the time to be doing that. Because you don't know what's about to happen. You can have prediction or your opinions on things and see what you see, but you don't know what's really going to happen out here. People telling me the race is going to change after Memorial Day. Where'd you get that information from? You see what I'm saying? Like, where's that? Like, where's that info coming from? You don't know what's going to happen. All you can do is wait and see what happens. You see what I'm saying? Let me see. What up? What up, Victory Lap? Fuel efficient freight lines with 13-liter engines. It's a tough one. Yes, it is. TSD is now hiring owner ops to their teams. I ran a restaurant 1984 and got in trouble. Same principle you learn running any business. Yeah, man, it's business. That's what. But everybody doesn't have business sense. Anybody can go out here and get a truck and start an LLC and say, okay, I got my own business. Anybody could do that, but you got to have some type of common sense, and common sense ain't so. Common sense is getting kind of rare. It ain't. You got to have. I don't want common sense mixed with business sense. Everybody doesn't have business sense. You can see it right now. Guys is actually on these apps and taking, like, I think Leak said it on one of his videos. They might got it for $1,000 on these apps, and they're taking it for 900. So why would you, if they offering 1,000, why would you take 900? What sense does that make? Are you doing that because you're guaranteed to get it, or you're battling out with another carrier? But that doesn't make any sense. I don't see how you can just, if the offer is already 1,000 and you lowballed yourself at 900, like, why? I don't know. Let me see. As far as I start going too deep, principle of learn business. Yep. Apply to truck and low overhead expenses. What up? Shannon? PRP, what up? Me and HT was screaming at the top of the lung that this was an inflated market from the jump. The cats inflated. Yeah, man, because you got to realize when the race was like this, I was like, yo, these races crazy. You can literally go 40, 60 miles, 30 miles and get $1,000 easily. And I was like, yo, that's not normal, and what happened was, it started to show, like, the race started to go down. I know I was on a trip and I came back and it was something crazy. But yeah, it was definitely it definitely was a red flag when the race was like pumping real good, and you can go these less miles and get this crazy money. Everybody was doing people was doing cross country, Well, some people was going cross country and getting good rates, and some people was out here just running around. But you could definitely back then get a couple months ago get some good rates and go up the street and get some good rates. But it was definitely a red flag, and if you didn't catch it, you know, you didn't really understand it. And that's why a lot of people came in this industry with no sense of anything, no sense of direction. People were just out here just buying equipment. They were just out here buying trucks, just buying trailers. Even if you wasn't using the trucks and trailers, people was out here buying trucks and trailers and flipping them, because they saw how the market was. You see what I'm saying? Like, reefer trailers, 2015s, 2016s was going for like 80, 90 grand, over 100 grand for trailers. Like, trailers more than trucks at some point, so um I say all this to say this, man. It's just you just gotta hang in there. This is just part of business. You just gotta hang in there, stay positive, keep motivated, continue networking, still continue to build your business, and hang in there, man, and make it shake. It's going to shake back, reasonable, where it's back to normal. But you got to hang in there. It is what it is. Jay Harris, what up? Some of the rates coming out of Florida. Let's see. Yeah, I said, yeah, Florida race ain't bad. They not like the best. I was talking to one of the drivers, like, yo, coming out of from Florida going up to VA Maryland. I mean, they was paying like 35 for a grand. I mean, that's not normal still, but that's still decent, to get you out of Florida. So that's where I would be at. Me personally, that's where I would be at. Mindset is everything. If they offer 1,000, that's what. But yeah, some people don't. Like I said, the whole thing about the click and go ads. When I say click and go, I'm talking about like JB Hunt, Convoy, Uber. I don't even really mess with them load boards, just because I need to talk to somebody on the phone. I need to get on the phone and talk to you, one on one. I need to know how the way you deliver and stuff. I need to know how you speaking, because you can hear in people's voices sometimes, like how I can tell sometimes when a broker speaks, how urgent he needs to move that load. Like, is he like, yo, is he begging? Or is he kind of like, yo, I really don't care. I got time to move it. You can really hear it in their voices. That's why I need to be on the phone with a broker. I need to interact with a broker. I need to know what's going on. I don't have time to be playing these games with other carriers, battling out for, freight on these apps. That's just me personally. I just don't got time for it. Sometimes you might bid on something like on Coyote. I know on Coyote, sometimes you bid on Coyote. If they really need to move that load, they'll call your phone. If you bid on it, they'll call your phone and be like, yo, I see you bidding on this load. What's the best rate you could do it for? They'll say something like that. But like JB Hunt, Uber, Convoy, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good on them. There are guys with the high truck payments that bought their truck based off of the market. Makes sense. Learned that from the Haven. I parked the 12-7, pulled out the cap because of, Oh yeah. You already know, because you over there doing that step deck. So you already know the rates. Like I said, I spoke earlier about the step deck and flatbed. The rates is kind of decent. I know guys out here. This guys out here trying to move the flatbed, but don't know nothing about flatbed. They just out here buying equipment. I'll be like, man, see, let me see. And they are paying decent. Yeah, Florida's paying decent. I be telling people in Florida paying decent. I know people don't like some people just don't want to. And that goes to the part when I was talking about people want to be home every day. But I'm be telling people, yo, Florida is not bad. It's decent. You can make money out there, but anytime you go to Florida, and I'm speaking on experience on this one. Anytime you go to Florida, make sure you pre-book a load before you come out of there. Don't wait to the last day. Now you can do it. You could do it. Wait till the last day or wait till the day of to book a load. But right now, the way the market's set up, don't do that. If you know you're going to Florida, make sure you got that same day you book the load going to Florida, you be booking a load coming out of Florida. You need to secure a load because you don't want to play around out there right now. Just the way stuff is set up is kind of funny. Still, you can still make money out there, but have a pre-book load so you coming back home for sure. Another thing about Florida, if you're dealing with produce, a lot of people don't know when they saying first come first serve. It's a lot of first come first serve because it's farms and stuff like that. Meaning, it's going to be a lot of trucks. You will be sitting. Sometimes you're gonna be sitting there for a while. Make sure you get your money because on first come, first serve, there is no detention. A lot of people don't know that. There is no detention when it's a first come, first serve load. Make sure you get your money before you book that load coming out of Florida. Make sure you get a good rate. Get a good rate. So if you come in, so say like you coming from Florida back to VA, I don't know how many miles that is, like 1,000. What's that, like 1,000, depending on what part of Florida. So if you say South Florida, a little over 1,000 miles. All right. They got it posted for 3,500. You need to be shooting $4,000. Straight up. I need $4,000. And then sometimes if you got to explain your reason, before the broker even get out of his mouth, explain your reason like, yo, $4,000, yo, because I'm gonna be sitting here all day, woo, this, I'm gonna be sitting here all day. That's true. You probably are gonna be sitting there all day. $4,000. They got it. It's produce. I know they got it. I'm just saying, just a little gem right there for some of you guys that when you see first come first serve. I'm telling you, there's no detention when it's come first serve. Yeah, a little desperation. Yeah, you can hear the desperation. Yeah, you definitely can when you talk to some of these guys. That's why I said you got to be on the phone. I got to be on the phone. I'm not playing them games on those click and go apps. Taking time to speak with them, negotiate. Yeah, and it's better for you to even take the time to speak with people anyways, because not only does that help you in the long run, but that helps you, you know, being more vocal, negotiating, helps you negotiate. That's a business thing. In business, you got to negotiate your prices. You can't just go off of what they're offering. You have to negotiate your prices. That's part of the game. And I just feel like some of the click and go apps just don't. It's too much. It's too much. It's so saturated for one, because a lot of people don't know how to talk, or they don't want to speak to anybody. They just want to click and keep arguing back and forth with brokers through an app, or a bid war. Like I don't like. It's just I just don't see that being like that's like business sense to keep going back and forth. Like get on the phone with these guys, because a lot of these brokers are like drivers. They fold too when you speak to them on the phone. You'll never see, and I think about it like this: you're never going to see the broker. You're never going to see the broker ever. You're never going to see the broker face to face. So why does it matter? You see what I'm saying? Why does it matter? Uh, they're gonna kill somebody. Home every day isn't about the lane; it's about the relationships. What up, Island Trucker? The dummy rate. Yeah, I called off the dummy rate exactly. But um, what was I saying? I almost lost my train. Home every day isn't about the lane; it's about the relationship. Yeah, the home everything. I know a guy hit me up last week, and this not a shot or nothing like that, but he hit me up and he was asking. He was a company driver. He was like, "Yo, I just bought a truck. How do you go about getting local lanes? How do you go about getting contracts?" And I tell people, man, getting contracts might not be the best decision for you, because one thing about getting contracts, you gotta stay on your contract. So say for instance, if a lane is running Monday through Friday and you a one truck operation, you have to run that lane Monday through Friday. They don't want to hear, hey, I need to take a vacation, I need to do this, I need to do that. This is why they don't give contracts, a lot of contracts, to one truck operations, because they want to see that you have multiple trucks. They want to see that in case of something happening, can you cover it? The biggest thing about shippers, I'm gonna tell you all this. The thing about shippers is they want to know, if something happens with that freight, how can you move it? That's the biggest thing. How can what's your plan of execution if your truck go down? How can you move this freight for us? That's what they want to know. How can you move that freight if your truck go down and they need to get that from point A to point B? And if you don't have no type of plan of execution, they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear all this. I got vacation. This is not a Monday through Friday. This is not a job. This is not a, you working for Estes or somebody like that. Like, no, you trying to get contracts for your business. So how do you execute if your truck go down, or there's no take vacation? You can't. It doesn't work like that. That's why I say sometimes it's better for you not to get those contracts, because if you don't have a plan of execution on how to move on, you know, getting that from point A to point B. If something happens to your truck, or you have a emergency or family emergency or something like that, they're not trying to hear all that. I'm telling you, I've talked to these shippers before. They're not trying to hear all that. They want to know, how you going to get my product from point A to point B if something happens with your truck, or if you got an emergency, or whatever the case may be. That's why they tend to go to the guys that got multiple trucks, multiple equipment. And even if you got multiple equipment, multiple trucks, they still want to hear about your plans. Whether it's like when I talk about the oil comms, stuff like that. How What's your plan of execution when, if something happens to the reefer? You talk about the oil comms, that is certified by Walmart. It's certified by Walmart. Prime uses it. Abilene uses it. A lot of these trucking companies use that oil comm. So you talk about Orcom, they already gonna know what it is. And if they don't know what it is, especially for the smaller shippers, you can explain it to them. You know, you can give them a tutorial of what it is, and they can be like, "Oh, okay, okay." So you already ahead of the game. You got to think about some of that stuff. What's up, C Green? Consistency up. Um, Most contractors have very stiff penalty for failure to complete. Yeah, and we not even speaking on, and that might be for dry van, flatbed, whatever. But reefer is very, you know, um, you got to be very careful, because one thing I know, a lot of people get scared of reefer because of claims and blah 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 and all this, but one thing about, I don't even know how to explain it, but man, somebody was calling me though. But look, I'm gonna um I'm gonna check in with you guys in a second. Um, I gotta make a run right quick. I gotta get this Jeep cleaned out and all this stuff. But I appreciate y'all coming in. We talked about a lot of stuff though, man. And I'll catch y'all on the next joint.